Morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, students. Am I audible? Students, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
You are.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not able to hear you.
Good morning, students.
good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let us begin the class. So let us continue with some more examples on this correlation and regression. take an example on this. The other day we had done an example on tan theta derivation. So based on that, let us take an example today. If the coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y is 0.5 and the acute angle between their lines of regression is tan inverse 3/5. Show that sigma x is equal to 1/2 sigma y. Okay, so this is what is asked. So you are given with the coefficient of correlation between two variables. It is 0.5. So coefficient of correlation, you know, it is nothing but your R. So given R is equal to 0.5 here. Okay, the value of R is 0.5 and the acute angle between the lines of regression is tan inverse 3/5. What will you denote it as? It as angle between the regression lines is denoted by what's the angle between the regression lines denoted by?
Theta, ma'am.
Theta. So it is denoted by theta. So let me write there. Theta equal to how much it is now here? Tan inverse 3/5. Now with this data, you have to show that sigma x is equal to 1/2 sigma y. Now the other day we have derived that relation. You have to remember it. We know that what it is, tan theta equal to, right? Tan theta equal to one minus r square divided by r into we have sigma x into sigma y divided by 1 minus sigma x sigma, sorry, not 1 minus, it is sigma x square minus sigma y square. So other day we have done this 1 minus r square divided by r into sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square minus sigma y square. This is your tan theta. Okay, now let us substitute the values of r as 0.5. Now what does this imply? If theta is tan inverse 3/5, this implies tan theta is equal to 3/5. So
Ma'am, that is sigma x square plus, no?
that is plus. Thank you. It is plus sigma x square plus sigma y square. Okay. So let us substitute the values. 1 minus, shall I write 1.5 or you can take it as 1/2. If you want both in terms of fractions, either write 1/2 or, okay. So it is, I'll make it 1/2 whole square divided by, we have again r, that is 1/2. Then this is multiplied by sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square. RHS I didn't, sorry, LHS I didn't write, it is 3/5. Tan theta, the value of tan theta is 3/5. Just simplify it, you'll get the value. 3/5 is equal to, numerator becomes 1 minus 1/4 divided by, we have 1/2. Sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square. So 1 minus 1/4 is it 3/4 into this 2. Let me write it in the numerator. It becomes 2/1 sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square. So 3 cancels here. Even this 2 cancels with 4. So what we get is 2. Only 2 is there. Totally this term will give us 2. Okay. So that 2, it is in the denominator. So let me take it to the LHS and write it as 2 by 5 is equal to sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square plus sigma y square. Let us cross multiply the terms. 2 times sigma x square plus 2 times sigma y square, that is equal to 5 times sigma x sigma y. Okay. Now with this, you have to solve for sigma x or sigma y, any of it. How will you simplify? If you take this 5 on the other side, you get like this, plus 2 sigma y square is there. How to simplify this? How will you simplify this? Sorry. How to simplify this? Quick. Somebody has to reply. How to simplify this? We want to see answer is like sigma x is equal to 1 by 2 sigma y. You have to separate sigma x and sigma y. Can you try to factorize this? Can you factorize the terms? Product is 4. Sum should be minus 5. Can write it as 4 sigma x sigma y minus sigma x sigma y plus 2 sigma y square is equal to 0. This minus 5 sigma x sigma y is written as minus 4 sigma x sigma y minus sigma x sigma y. Can you factorize it? What is common in the first two terms? 2 times sigma x. So what we have, if it after taking 2 sigma x common, we are remained with again sigma x minus we have 2 and sigma x are outside. We are again remained with 2 sigma y. Now from the next two terms, what will you take common? See that in the bracket again you have to get sigma x minus 2 sigma y after taking common. That means we should have this term inside with plus sign. So let us take minus sigma y outside. Let me take minus sigma y outside. So sigma x minus sigma y is outside, so we'll get minus 2 sigma y. It is equal to 0. Simplify the terms, or you can take it common in the other words. So this term is common. Sigma x minus 2 sigma y, if you take common, then we are remained with 2 times sigma x minus sigma y equal to 0. Now see which term you want. So one is sigma x is 2 sigma y, other one is 2 sigma x equal to sigma y. So you can be asked with any of those. See which is asked for you. Sigma x is 1 by 2 sigma y we want. So this term I think. So we'll go for that. 2 sigma x minus sigma y equal to 0. This implies sigma y is 1 by 2 sigma y. So this is what we need to prove. So let us consider the next example. We've done one such example. Let me go for another example on regression lines. The two regression lines for the variables x and y are x is equal to 19.13 minus 0.87 y and y is equal to 11.64 minus 0.50 x. Find first question mean of x, second question mean of y, and third one is coefficient of correlation. Between x and y. So mean of x means what you need to find?
X bar.
X bar. And mean of y, that is nothing but y bar. And the coefficient of correlation, it is nothing but your R value, right? So you know this already. Now, how to go for it? I think one example we have done already. One such example. How to go for it? What's the first step? What will you consider here whenever you want to find x bar and y bar? An example we have done, that library example, I think. What is to be considered at the beginning? Be quick. What you have to consider?
X bar and Y bar lie on regression lines.
Good. So we should know that whenever the regression lines are given to us, mean of x and mean of y will be always lying on the regression lines. Okay, remember that point. So we know that the mean values lie on the regression lines. Therefore, they satisfy, not necessary to write it, just for your information, I'm writing it. They satisfy the regression lines because they lie on the line, means they need to satisfy the regression line equations. They satisfy the regression lines. So what it implies, instead of x and y, we can write x bar is equal to 19.13 minus 0.87 y bar, and the other one, it is y bar is equal to 11.64 minus 0.5 x bar. 50 is nothing but 0.5 x bar. So this we have. Now with this, we have to find x bar and y bar. See that while using your calculators, better you put it in like your calculator will take it in the form of ax plus by plus c equal to 0. Will it take it as plus c equal to 0 or equal to c? Which way will it take? Will your calculator take it in the form of plus c, or will you give it in the form of equal to c?
Equal to C.
Equal to c. I'm not having calculator at my home, so check out and tell me correctly. So just I'm writing the equation in terms of x bar here, then y bar, okay, equal to, we have 11.64. Okay. Give the value of A as 1, B is 0.87, C is 19.13. That is A1, B1, C1. Again, A2 is 0.5, B2 is 1, then C2 it is 11.64. Lateral entry students, do you know this method?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you feeling this module easy, lateral entry students?
Yes, ma'am. Somewhat.
Others? Vishnu,
Yes, ma'am.
are you trying the examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Other examples madiri? ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸು? ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ಸ್ತದ, ನೀವು ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡನ್. ಸುಷ್ಮಿತಾ ಔಟಿ,
Yes, ma'am.
have you done other examples?
Yes, ma'am.
Supriya, Sunil,
Yes, ma'am.
ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆವು? ಆರ್ ಯು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸಿ? ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ನಾಗ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡಿರಿ.
Yes, ma'am.
ಸುನಿಲ್, ನಾಟ್ ಟ್ರೈಡ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್. ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ? ಸಾಕಿಬ್, have you tried
Yes, ma'am.
examples? Did which extra examples or classwork examples?
Ma'am, that only recorded examples, ma'am.
Recorded in the whatever you have taken in the class. Okay, try to do, don't neglect it thinking that it is easy, later you will be in difficulty.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the answer? X bar and Y bar?
15.934.
15.934. Okay.
Y bar 3.67.
3.6. Others? Is it correct?
Same, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Same? Okay. This you are told with this one, 2 decimal places. Have you rounded it? Have you rounded off? $15.93. 4 is there, you can just write it as 15.93. Okay. What about this value? Have you rounded it off? 6, 7?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Others, have you got the same value?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Actually, I have written Y bar is 3.74. That's why I'm asking. And X bar I have written 15.79. Anybody have got these values or these are correct?
Ma'am, I got X bar as 15.9, ma'am.
Only 9?
9.3, ma'am.
That's what. This only, na? Okay, let it be. Let me check out these values. Leave it off then. If you have got, all of you have got this value, it's okay. Now you got X bar and Y bar. Now go for R. So the regression coefficient of Y on X. How much it is? What's the regression coefficient of Y on X? How much is the regression coefficient of y on x?
R sigma y by sigma x.
No, I'm not asking the. Okay, that's what. From this equation, how much it is? We'll just write the value. Not necessary to write the formula. Later, we'll write R is equal to under root the regression coefficient of y on x multiplied with the regression coefficient of x on y. So I just want the values from the equations. From these two line equations, tell me what are the values of regression coefficients of x on y and y on x. What's the regression coefficients? What's the value?
11.64.
9.11 point? Which one you're telling? Repeat it, please. So if you don't know this, then you can't find the value of R. What's the regression coefficient of y on x? Anybody? Yes, Shushma, tell.
11.64.
I'll write the equation better. I think you have forgotten. Can you tell me? Just a second. Okay. Can you tell me what's the equation of regression line of y on x? Not necessary. Don't write this. Just I'm telling you. Regression line of any of it, either y on x or x on y. Y on x. What's the line equation? Y is equal to, right? Y on x means y depends on x. So y is equal to, what will you write? R, is it sigma y by sigma x? Y minus y bar I have to write here. Y minus y bar is equal to sigma R sigma y by sigma x into, is it right? What I have written?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What's the regression coefficient? In formula, what you told? It is R sigma y by sigma x, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See, when you substitute the values, R is a constant, sigma y is a constant, sigma x is also a constant. Okay. And you are telling that only this has to be the regression coefficient. When you simplify actually this, what will you get? Y equal to, because our line is in the form of y equal to, right? So y is equal to, if you write, you'll get here, I'm writing this term, other term, I mean RHS term here. So what is your y equal to? We'll have R sigma y by sigma x into x. This is one term minus this product. It is R sigma y by sigma x into we have x bar. Then plus this y bar taken on the other side. We have done such examples already. So this is our actually line of regression where R sigma y by sigma x, it is some constant, I can say some a, and this y bar and minus of this is again some other constant b. So what you got? Y is equal to ax minus b or plus b, I can write, totally taking this term as b, which where a is a constant, b is also a constant. Now what is this? Is this your only R sigma y by sigma x b term? It is not just R sigma y by sigma x. It is multiplied by x square, and again you have added to it is y bar. Okay. So now what we want is only the regression coefficient, that is R sigma y by sigma x. That means it will be the coefficient of x. Remember it. Regression coefficient of y on x means you have to take the coefficient of x, whatever you have. If you are asked with the regression coefficient of x on y, then you have to take the coefficient of y. With that, can you tell me what's the regression coefficient of y on x? First you have written y on x. Look at the first line. Which line you will be considering? We want the regression coefficient of y on x. Is it the first line or the second line?
First line.
This is a first line. This is your second line, right? Which line will you consider for regression coefficient of, first I have written y on x. Y on x means which line is there? Y on x.
5.
Yes. Actually, with x bar we have written here. The lines should be considered without bar there. Then what is the coefficient? When you write y equal to, coefficient of y on x means when you write the line as y equal to, in terms of y equal to, that means it is this line. Let me just wipe these bars. Actually, you should not have bar while writing this. So the given equations, from the given equations, y equal to we have written. In this, what will be the coefficient? What is the coefficient of x that you have to consider? What's the coefficient of x here? What's the coefficient of x? Quick. Yes, you have to consider minus. That's what I wanted. Minus should be considered. Minus 0.5. And the regression coefficient of x on y in this line, what's the coefficient of y?
Minus 0.8.
Yes, minus 87, I think. Write it both the decimal places, otherwise you will not get accurate value. So what is the value of r? What's the value of r? Check it out. Square root of minus 0.5 into minus 0.87.
Zero 0.615.
0.615. 0.615. After taking the square root, you have got that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, should I take plus or minus? Actually, when you take square root, you will be having plus or minus. So, R value, should I take it as plus or should I take it as minus? Or any? Since here, both the coefficients are having negative sign, you have to consider R as minus. Okay, depending upon the signs of the regression coefficients here, you will write the sign of your R. Okay, if both are positive, take R as positive. If both are negative, then you have to take it as negative only. So write R as minus 0.615. If you want two decimal places, you can write 0.62. Any doubts in your homework examples that you have done? If you had done putting table, and I think some examples I had given to find the regression coefficients, or finding R with table. Hope you had done it. Let me go for one more example. Take the following results were obtained. The following results were obtained from records of age considered as X and blood pressure. Blood pressure, which is considered as Y, of a group of 10 men. So what information was given? It is mean and variance. Then here it is X and Y. That is for age and blood pressure. Mean it is 53 here, and here it is 142. Variance 130. Here it is 165. 165. And one more data is given. Summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. It is 122. Find the regression equation. Find the regression equation and use it to estimate the blood pressure of a man whose age is 45. Can you tell what should be done? What should be done here? What you have to find? Or can you at least tell me what's the data given to us? What all things are given? This value, mean of x, it is
bar.
yes, x bar, it is 53. Similarly, this value, it is mean of y. Let us denote it by y bar 142. Now, how will you denote variance by? Variance of x is given 130. Anybody who has studied statistics will be knowing it. Variance, how will you denote variance by? And what's the relationship with other statistic here of variance? Anybody knows? Yes or no? Have you heard of variance or not? Have you heard of it or not, variance?
Yes, ma'am.
What's the relationship between variance and standard deviation? Yes. Variance is nothing but we write it as it is equal to sigma square. Variance is sigma square. So let us write variance of x here, sigma x square, that is, okay, with respect to x, it is given us as 130. Similarly, we are given with Vy, that is sigma y square, it is equal to 165. And this one more data is given to us, that is summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar, it is 120. Now with this, which value, you have to find the regression equation and the estimation of blood pressure of a man whose age is 45. Which line you want? Regression equation means what is given to us? Age is given. Age means it is x, is it? X is 45 is given. You have to find the value of y. Age is 45. X is it? Age is 45. then what's the value of y they have asked? Estimate the blood pressure. So you have to get an equation of y depending on x to find the value of y depending on x. So for that, what's the regression line? The regression line of y on x is y minus y bar is equal to r sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. This is your equation. So we know x bar, we know y bar. So these two quantities are known to us. Even we can find sigma x. Can you anybody tell me what's the value of sigma x and what's the value of sigma y? Square root of 130 and square root of 165.
Sigma x is 11.40.
11 point. Repeat it, please. 11.40.
40.
Okay. Sigma y.
12.84.
Okay. 12.84. Now, what we want is the value of r. What we want is the value of r. So first find the value of r. For that, which formula will you use? R is equal to, we know these values. Which formula will you use? Check out so many formulas you are written there. I think 4 formulas. See which formula will be applicable here. Which all quantities you know, accordingly write the same formula. Which formula will you use? I think we have written it on the first day or second day. I don't remember. Okay, here it is. See which quantities we know. Which formula can we apply? Can we go for this? This formula? We are given with summation x minus x bar and y minus y bar. We have calculated sigma x and sigma y and we know n. Okay, we'll go for this formula. So which formula is to be applied when? You have to remember it correctly. It is summation x minus x bar into y minus y bar divided by n sigma x sigma y. How much is summation of x minus x bar and y minus y bar? What's the value? 12. It is 12 in the numerator divided by, sorry, not 12, 122. No, it is 122. Okay. And then n, how much is n?
10 ma'am.
10, because they are given 10 men. So the number of men, it is 10. We'll take n as 10. Check out how much you get. Are you free next period? Are you people free next period?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Then we'll continue the class. Let us finish it soon. This example. Anybody tell me the value of r?
0.0833.
0.08 or is it 8?
0. Yes, ma'am.
Or take this as 122, 1220 and tell me how much is the value. If I take 1220, I don't know whether I have written it mistakenly. If it is 1220,
0.8334, ma'am.
okay, make it 1220. The value of x minus x bar 0.83. Is it? Shall I write 0.83? Now write the regression line of y on x. Y minus y bar is equal to r sigma y by sigma x into x minus x bar. Substitute the values. Y minus y bar, how much is y bar? Y bar is 142. R value you just got 0.83. Sigma y, how much you told? Sigma y, it is 12.84. 12.84. Sigma x, how much it is? 11.4. And into x minus x bar, value of x bar is 53. Even either you can do this or directly you can substitute at x is equal to what is asked? Which age they asked? 45, right? At x equal to 45. Directly put the value of x as 45, simplify and you can obtain the value of y. 0.83, 12.84 divided by 11.4, 45 minus 53. How much is 45 minus 53? 8 it is, minus 8 plus 142. So this minus 142 taken on the other side, it is plus 142. Check out the value, how much you get of y. So the next period will have the examples on curve fitting, which is the easiest part. Anybody got the answer?
134.449.
134.4, and I'll just write it. Y value 134.49. So you can even write it as 134.5, nearly equal to. This is the blood pressure. Write it in sentence. Write it in sentence. That implies the blood pressure of a person of age 45 is 134.5. Put it in sentence. The blood pressure of a person whose age is 45 is 134.5. Okay, have a break of just 2-3 minutes so that let the A division students join. Will continue again.